Hey everyone, I have a fascinating story to share with you today, something that truly piqued my interest. A witness received a letter from his dad, which unveils a family secret and a legacy that's been passed down through generations. This isn't just any letter, it comes with a compelling tale that intertwines family heritage with a mysterious experience. Let's dive into this letter and uncover what makes this piece of land so unique and why it must be preserved.
Dear son, after due consideration, I have decided to give you the cabin that has been in our family for over a century. All 900 acres around the lake are yours if you obey the following conditions. My great-great-grandfather built that cabin in the woods of northern Minnesota as an escape from modern life. I want to make sure that the land stays as wild as it should be. If you ever attempt to divide the land into lots and sell it, the sale will be stopped, and the land added to the nearby Itasca Wilderness Sanctuary. You will gain nothing from your efforts. I have hired an estate lawyer. If he finds out that you are trying to sell the land, he will give it to the state of Minnesota. That cabin has been there well over 120 years. I want it to be a place for you, your sons, and your grandsons, and there is a special reason why I don't want you to divide it. The Sunday after your mother passed, I began cleaning up the place. I found something I had forgotten about, my old trombone. In the case was a bottle of slide oil. I gave it toot, and well, I was a little rusty, but I made some sounds. About 10 p.m. I heard a wolf howling outside. I stepped out on the back porch overlooking Lake Myrtle and blew my bone real loud. The woods became silent. That's odd. I always hear something. I bellowed another note. This time I heard a reply coming from the east. It sounded almost like a man screaming a reply. I was taken aback. It wasn't a wolf, it wasn't an elk. The sound was nothing like I had ever heard in the 50 years that I have lived in that cabin. I played the note 3 other times, but there was no response. Eventually, the wolves returned to their chatter. I thought no more of it and went to bed. Monday night, at about the same time, I tried again. The first note brought nothing, nor did the second. But on the third note, that same yowl in the east returned. I ended my time of music and went back inside. Tuesday night, same time, I blew a long G flat. With the first note, I heard a long, loud holler from the east that echoed down the mountains. But what made the moment eerie was that I heard a reply from the west, not too far from me. These two voices were engaged in a conversation. I played a F sharp. Both east and west yells responded. The noise from the west made me nervous. It sounded like it was just a mile up the hill, no more. I went back and curled up under a thick Afghan. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I didn't play at all. The woods were quiet. Finally, on Saturday night, I couldn't take the tension any longer. I went to the back porch and made the bell resound with a B scale. The voices returned, east, west, and now north. But this time I didn't run. I played even longer. I wanted them to know that I wasn't going anywhere. I was part of this land as much as they were, and I wasn't about to be driven out. Somehow I think they understood. The next week I went out every night at 11 p.m. and played, but there was no response. I didn't know who or what was I had been communicating with, but it stopped. After a while I stopped doing it and the forest returned to its tranquility. A couple of weeks later, I heard that yell once more. I turned on my phone and recorded a few seconds of it. I uploaded anonymously to a Facebook group. They compared to some howls recorded in Northern California a few years back. It was a match. Son, this is why you are never to sell the land to a developer. This land is special to them. They must never be disturbed. Remember, you never tell anyone. I don't know anything about these creatures. I don't want amateur Bigfoot hunters or camera crews traipsing around the land. It is not to become a tourist attraction. I don't want any tacky t-shirts or Sasquatch key rings for sale. I don't want to scare the neighbors. They are to never know about the creatures. If you're with your family and you hear them say nothing, explain it the best way you can. I don't know if these things are animals or some other kind of people. I just want what they want, which is to be left alone. Please honor me by not disturbing them. Thank you for respecting my wishes. Your dad.